This is the GMAT 41 Support Student Education Initiative Program. You are welcome to our mathematics class. In this video, I'll be teaching you directed numbers and the number line. In this topic, directed numbers and number line, what are the objectives? What are the things you're expected to learn at the end of this topic? When we are done with this topic, you should be able to identify directed numbers. You should know how directed numbers move on a number line. And of course, you should be able to solve problems using number lines. The problems you solve in this case are directed number problems. To start with, I want to ask you, have you seen a number line before? Have you worked with a number line before? Well, I would like to show you what the number line looks like. The number line is simply a straight horizontal line. Okay? On this line, at a point, we have 0. Now, this 0 divides this number line into two parts. The right-hand side of 0. That is where you deal with positive numbers. Remember, positive numbers are numbers that are plus. So, we could have something like 1, 2, 3, and the numbers continue. Is that okay? And then to the left of 0, you have negative numbers. So have -1, -2, -3. The number still continues. You have -4, -5, and to nowhere, right? Does not have an end. Now, did you observe something in this number line? This number line, like I said, has two parts. And now 0 divides this number line into the two parts. If you're moving to the right of 0, then it means that the directed number is plus. When you hear directed number, it simply tells us that the number has direction. Is that okay? The number has what? Direction. You can put all this down as you're watching this video. Make a note of them. However, we also have our notes uploaded on our Telegram channel for this program. So as you join, you would see the notes fully. Now, like I said earlier, if I am moving towards the right, it gives me a positive number. It means that the movement on the number line will be towards the right. So let me put plus like this. Be moving towards the right of 0. And then when I have a negative number, it means I'll be moving towards the left of 0. So let me put negative here. That is all about the number line. Where you move from and where you stop depends on the question given to you. When we solve problems on this, you would understand where we start moving from on the number line and where we stop. Alright, having said that, another important thing you're expected to know before you can be able to solve questions on directed number using number lines is sign arrangement. Mathematical signs like plus, minus, when you have times between them, what are you going to get? Remember, like I said, directed numbers are numbers that have direction. If you see plus, the direction is towards the right of the number line. If you see minus, the direction is towards the left of the number line. So, since directed number is all about plus, minus, what should we know when plus and minus are arranged such that they follow each other immediately? There is no sign, no number between them. Let us look at them, please. You copy these also into your notes. If I have plus, plus, two numbers are given. Between the numbers, I have plus, plus. Are you following, right? This plus, plus still means plus times plus. What this would give to you is plus. Put this in your brain. Plus times plus will give you what? Plus. Now let us look at another one. What if you have minus, minus? This is the same as minus times minus. And minus times minus will still give you plus. Did you observe something here? When you are dealing with the same signs, what you expected to get, the result will be plus. When you are dealing with the same signs, what you get will be plus. Alright? So you could see that here. When I had plus, plus, what it gave to me at the end is plus. When I had minus, minus, even if it is minus, but remember, it's the same minus, minus. The signs are the same. So minus, minus, which is the same as minus times minus, what you're going to get will be what? Plus. So that is what you should observe here. The same signs being multiplied will give you plus. Now, what if you have different signs? So let us look at that. Just imagine you are dealing with something you have plus, minus. This plus minus is the same as plus times minus. Plus times minus will give you minus. What if I arrange it this way? Minus plus. Minus plus is still the same as minus times plus. Minus times plus. Alright? And that minus times plus will still give us minus. Wow. Once again, did you observe anything? Think of what I saw here. If you're dealing with different signs, what it will give to you will be minus. If you're dealing with different signs, what it will give to you will be what? Minus. So remember this. You need this knowledge in order to be able to solve problems on directed numbers. Remember, when you're working on this number line, if you have plus, it means you are taking your movement to the what? Right. If you have minus, you are taking your movement to the left. Well, I believe that you understand what I have just explained. If you have any question, you can always send your question to us through Telegram or WhatsApp. But you have to join us first. Now, we're going to pick questions and solve using this number line. On the board here, we have 5 questions. And these questions, we are going to solve them one after the other. Are you ready? Let us see how it goes. We're now going to look at how to solve this first question. Alright, we are required to use number line to solve minus 8 minus bracket 22. So here we have this minus 8 minus bracket 22. Let me say this quickly. Now you notice that after this minus you have bracket. In front of this 22 there is no mathematical sign you are saying. Now in front of this 22 there is invisible plus. Please take note, when I give you a number and you don't see minus in front of it, it means that that number is plus. Is that okay? So I can actually write this. It's the same as minus 8 minus open brackets plus 22. So if I give you something like 5, 5 is the same as plus 5. If I give you 20, 20 is the same as plus 20. So if I give you 7, 7 is the same as what? Plus 7. That's correct. Now, if you look at this, after this minus, this bracket means times, okay? That bracket means times, if you're using the sum. Now, after this minus, you have this bracket, then you have plus. So this is the same as minus times plus. And I told you that when you are multiplying different signs, you are expected to get minus. We'll still have it here. Minus times plus will give us minus. So this is actually minus 8 minus 22. That's the question we are solving. Minus 8 minus 22. So how do we solve this on the number line to get our answer? First, you construct your number line. But as you're constructing it, minus 8 must be there. Minus 8 is your starting point. That's what I have here, minus 8. The first number is your starting point. So I will come here. This is minus 8. This is minus 8. That's where I'm going to start from. Now we have minus 8 and then minus 22. Minus 22. Minus 22. Remember I told you on the number line, if you have minus, it means that the direction is towards the left. Is that not so? So with this minus 22, it is telling us to move to the left 22 times. So what I'm going to do is to move from here to the left 22 times. Where it's going to fall on, the number it is going to fall on will become the answer that we are looking for. So are you ready for us to move 22 times? But I'm very sorry, please. I left some gaps, in this my number line because the space was not enough for me to do that and move 22 times. In your notebook, please, you can fill up these gaps. For example, from minus 2, you should go to minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7 before you get to minus 8. Even here, from minus 10, you have minus 11, minus 12, minus 13. Down to minus 19 before you get to what? Minus 20. And then here, minus 23, minus 24, minus 25, minus 26, down to minus 29. And then you now have minus 30. Continue minus 31. Are you following, right? Okay, but I will just show them here. I'll just show them here so that I will know how many times I will move. Since I am moving from minus 8, let me fill up the numbers we have here. Okay? Let me fill up the numbers we have here. If I come over to this is going to give us, from minus 10, we would have minus 11, minus 12. See the numbers we have there, minus 13, minus 14, minus 15, minus 16, minus 17, minus 18, minus 19. After the minus 19, you get to what? Minus 20. I can actually count this thing without even writing them out. You can also use our fingers to do the counting, as the case might be, if the number of times you are meant to move is very large. Like I said, in your notebook, you can actually squeeze the numbers very close and show everything you need. Remember, I told you are moving from -8 22 times to the left. So here would give us minus 24, because after minus 23 you go to minus 24. So I have minus 25, minus 26, minus 27, have minus 28, minus 29, then you have minus 30, it continues. Alright, so let us see. Are you ready? We're going to move, how many times I said? 22 times to the left, because this is minus 22. I've already located my 8. Minus 8. So we go. If I move from minus 8 to minus 9, that will give me 1 movement. To minus 2, minus 10, that will give me 2 movements. So you continue. So this is going to give us 1, 2. I'm counting the movement now. After minus 10, you should have minus 11, which is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. After minus 19, you get minus 20. And remember, I've moved 11 times, so this 20 will make it 12 times. Then 13, 14, 15. Minus 23 is 15 times already. After minus 23, I should go to minus 24. So look at it. Minus 24 will be 16 times. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I'm already at minus 29. And that minus 29 gave me 21 times movement. After minus 29, the next you go to is minus 30. Remember, this gave me 21 movement at minus 29. Is that not so? So from minus 29 to minus 30 now, you will get 22 movements. This simply means if you are moving from minus 8 and you move 22 times, it will land you, it will take you to minus 30. So I can just do this. I can just show it this way. Is that okay? I can just show it this way. From minus 8. From minus 8, from moving 22 times, is going to get me to minus 30. Minus 30. So that's what we do. This is now the solution. You can now say that minus 8, let me write this with blue marker. You can now say that minus 8 minus bracket 22, the answer will give me minus 30. So you see how we do that, right? Once again, I'm sorry that I had to break this. But like I said, these are the numbers between them. So you can do yours fully and then take the movement. Now we are going to solve question number 2. So what do we have in question 2? We have to use the number line to solve plus 17 plus minus 7. So I have this here, plus 17 plus bracket minus 7. Now, I've drawn this horizontal line. I want to use it as my number line. Before I start putting numbers here, so let me now show you this fully, how I actually got to draw the first one. It's actually a simple thing, okay? So let us see. This plus 17 plus minus 7 is the same as this. Is the same as plus 17. Now watch. Plus times minus. Plus times minus. You see, in front of this 7 you have minus. And before this minus you have this plus. This bracket simply means times. So this is plus times minus. And like we said, different signs, when you multiply them, plus and minus you multiply, you will get minus. Look at that. Plus times minus. You get minus. So this plus 17 plus times minus will give me minus. Then you put your 7. This question is the same as this. You understand that, right? Okay. Now the first number here is plus 17. So this plus 17 will be my starting point. This plus 17 will be my what? Starting point. When we did plus times minus, these two signs changed to what? Minus. I've explained all of those from the beginning of this topic. So look at the minus. This means we are going to move 7 times. Now let me ask you, minus on the number line, do you move to the right or to the left? That's correct. You move to the left. So in this case, if I have minus 7, I'm going to move from 17. I will move 7 times to the left. I will move 7 times to the left. So to construct my number line, and this is what I will do. Because I'm starting from plus 17, I can just locate any points here and say, okay, let me just take it as plus 17. Plus 17. Okay? So it is not compulsory to show 0. When what you are solving has nothing to do with 0, no need of showing it. This line continues till it does not have end. So that 0 can just appear anywhere along the line as you're continuing. For example, look at this one I solved here. From this minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, they don't have any business with what I was supposed to solve. The number line, what I drew here, you see it's just from minus 8 to what? Minus 30. So I could have chosen to wipe off this part. I have no business with it. Alright, so just take note of that, okay? Now, from plus 17, we know that we're going to move 7 times to the left. For that reason, it means I will fill up numbers to the left now. So let's go. This is 17. You know, if you are moving to the left, the number will be reducing. This will be 16. This will be 15. This will be 14. This will be 13. This will be 12. This would be 11, this would be 10, this would be 9, this would be 8, so this would be 7. This can continue, dot, 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 down to 0, minus 1, okay, then dot, 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 it continues. In fact, you would notice when we take our movement, you would notice that we don't even have any business with this part of 0. Let me write this so that it doesn't look like 10. So this is 0, then we have minus 1. You notice it doesn't even have any business with this side. Let's do it and see. So remember, our starting point is the first number, which is plus 17. This is the plus 17, you can see that. There is no minus here, so this is plus 17. So I will locate it. I'm starting from there. Look at it. So I'll start from here and move. How many times you said? 7 times to the left, because this is minus. That's why you're moving to the left. 7 times. So let us go. This time around, I'm going to use this type of, okay, motion, this type of movement. So let us go. I could have just gone straight ahead, but I want to use the 2 different ways of movement on the number line so that anyone you want to use, it's a choice. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll stop there. Because I'm to move how many times you said? 7 times. Therefore, plus 17 plus bracket minus 7. The answer will give you what? Where did it land us? 2. It landed us and the number 10. So that is going to be equal to plus 10. Of course, you know that 10 there is plus. That 10 there is plus. There is nothing like minus, so it's plus. So the answer is going to give us 10. You see, I could have chosen to go once like this, just like the way I drew this one. I know from 17, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So instead of drawing these wavy curves, I could have just gone straight, just like I did this, from 17 to 10. But remember, you must be guided by the number of times you move. We are done with this question. Question number 3 is what we are going to solve now. And the question, we are to use the number line to solve plus 10 minus bracket minus 10. So we have the working to be done here. Plus 10 minus bracket minus 10. You remember, when we talked about sign arrangement, this question given to us is the same as plus 10. Then minus times minus. You see, after this minus, you have this minus. I've told you already that the bracket there is times. So minus times minus. The same signs. So it's going to change to what? Plus. That's good. So this is the same as plus 10 plus 10. That's what we are solving. Plus 10 plus 10. So what do I do? It's a simple thing. I have to draw my number line as usual. So let me draw the number line for you to see. I have my ruler here. Okay, so put this and then draw my number line, a straight line like this. Okay, so using this as my number line. On the number line, I will now show the numbers that I'm interested in. Now, I need plus 10. This will be our starting point. This will be our what? Starting point. And then you have plus 10 again. So this is telling you you're going to move how many times? 10 times. Question, is it 10 times to the left or 10 times to the right? What do you say? Absolutely correct. You are going to move 10 times to the right. The reason is this. This is plus 10. And you know, directed numbers on a number line plus, you'll be moving to the right. Take note, although from here you see minus 10, but if you work this out, that is why I told you there are some things you are expected to know before you start solving questions on directed numbers. Sign convention, like the way you use sign arrangement. Plus will give you plus, minus will give you plus minus will give you minus, minus plus will give you minus. So this minus is solved here is actually minus times minus will change towards plus. So once again, starting point is 10. So I'm going to locate 10 on this number line. I'm going to locate 10 on this number line. Let me locate it somewhere here. I want to locate it towards the left. The reason is because here I am moving 10 times to the right. So I need to create more space on the right hand side. Are you following? I need to create more space on the right hand side. This is just about how far you think about it. Are you following, right? Since your movement is to the right, it means you have to create enough space on the right hand side. If movement is to the left, then you create more space on the left hand side. That's the secret. Okay, so I'm going to locate 10. Let me just put plus 10 here. Like I said, it's not compulsory that you must come to the middle, then put 0 and start right. You put positive number, left you put negative number. That is a waste of time, and for someone who do not really understand working with number line. The numbers you show simply depends on what they give to you and where you are moving to, whether to the left or to the right. And I explained that already. If from the question you are to move to the right, then create more space on the right hand side. If you are to move to the left, create more space on the left hand side. In this case, I'm moving to the right, so I'll create more space on the right hand side. So let's go. From 10, if I'm moving to the right, remember the number will be increasing. So this is 11, this will be 12, this will be 13, this will be 14, this will be 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and it continues. Remember that here too, the number continued. We could have had 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, right? 3, 2, 1, 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4 on this other side. But we don't need those things. We don't need them based on this question. Let's do this. This time around, I want to use that direct movement. I don't want to use the curved wave line anymore, right? I'll just move once. But you could still do, all of them will give you the same thing. I think all you need here is to know how many times you have to move. So let us see how this goes. From 10, this is the starting point. This is the starting point. So I will move 10 times to the right. Now from this 10, I'm moving 10 times to the right, so we'll start counting from 11. And as you're counting 10 times. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It landed us on 20. Is that not so? It landed us on 20. Remember, you are not meant to count this 10. You are not. This is the starting point. So your 1 will start from the next number. Let's do that again. Starting point. So we go. We are moving 10 times to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the number line will actually go this way. Good. Good. So you can write the answer if you like on top, if you like inside. The choice is yours. The question given to us is plus 10 minus 10. It will give us plus 20. If you don't want to put the plus, you can still write 20 alone like this. 20 is still the same as plus 20. Now we're going to look into question number 4. In question number 4, we are to use number line to solve the problem minus 6 minus bracket plus 10. That's what we are solving. So I'm going to be pretty fast in solving this. It's simple. It's still the same way we solved the first 3 questions. Let us see what this is going to give us, friends. All right? You ready? So we're going to do this. First of all, try to find out what this thing actually means. Minus 6 minus bracket plus 10 is the same as minus 6. Then you have minus times plus, different signs following each other. it's going to be minus, alright? Different signs will give you minus, we'll have minus 10. So do you see what you are solving, which is this, is actually minus 6 minus 10. And then quickly we are going to draw our number line. So I have my ruler, then I am going to draw the horizontal line as usual. I'm going to draw the horizontal line as usual. So this is the horizontal line, and then I have something like this. Good. I've drawn my horizontal line. You like that? So you need your meter rule, you need your ruler to be able to draw a straight horizontal line. Don't use your free hand to draw it so that you will not go and be drawing curve as a line, alright? Use your ruler to draw it. Now, we are going to check for our starting point. Our starting point is minus 6. Our starting point is minus 6, you can say that. And then we are meant to move how many times? 10 times today. What's the sign here before the term? Minus. When you have minus, do you move to the right or to the left? That's correct. Oh, we move to the left if it's minus. So because the movement is going to be to the left, it means we need to create enough space on the left hand side. That's it. Okay, now our starting point is minus 6. I may decide to say, okay, let me put minus 7. Alright, okay, so this minus 5. Let me start with minus 5, then minus 6. Minus 7, minus 8. Remember, if we are to move to the what? To the left. And our starting point is minus. Once you start with minus of a number and you are moving to the left, what will be happening will be minus numbers. Minus, 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 minus. Are you getting me right? Good. So this is going to be minus 9, minus 10, minus 11, minus 12, minus 13, minus 14, minus 15, minus 16. I can take this thing to nowhere as long as I want the line to be long. It's my choice. Now, I would like to stop here. Or should I add more? Let me add more and see. Minus 17, minus 18, dot, dot, dot. Remember, you also have dot, dot, dot here. Like in this case now, minus 5. Before minus 5, we should have minus 4. Before minus 4, we have minus 3. Before minus 3, we have minus 2. Before minus 2, we have minus 1. Before minus 1, we have 0. Before 0, we have 1, the positive number now. 2, 3 in that order, okay? Right, friends, let's conclude solving this question. So I'm going to move from minus 6 10 times to the left, because minus times plus gives us minus here. So I'm moving 10 times to the left. Are you ready for this? So we do that. This is minus 6, the starting point. The starting point. So let us count 10 to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This brought us to minus 16. So it simply means that minus 6 minus 10, the answer will give us minus 16. If I like, I can draw my line straight on the curve to this minus 16. If I don't like, I can use the wavy curve. I guess, let me use the wavy curve this time around. It's your choice, whichever one you want to start. You want to use rather, you decide that. It doesn't concern anybody. So we go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That's it. That's it. So I can now write the answer on top. Minus 6 minus bracket plus 10 took me to minus 16. And that is the answer. Alright, now we are left with minus 12 minus 6. So why not you try this yourself? Remember the starting point is minus 12. And then you have to move how many times? 6 times. To which side? Left or right? Surely you're going to move to the left, because before this 6 you have minus. Now, because this is minus 12 and you have to move to the left, it means you need to create more space on the left hand side than on the right hand side. So you work on that.